In last tutorial, we saw how to create databases and how to list databases. Here, we will be learning how to drop databases and use databases. So basically, let me go to my notepad once. So here, this is the syntax of drop database command. This is the syntax of use statement. I will be telling you the usage of this, but initially you should be noting these syntaxes once. This is for dropping the database. This is for using the database. And one more command we will be learning is select database. So, firstly, you should understand that this drop database name. So instead of this triangular brackets, here we will be writing a database name, right? And this will drop the database for you. Then to to use the database, we will be using this command on a high level understanding if you have. So to see which database is selected to work, we will be using this select database command. Now come back to MySQL workbench. Here to drop a database, I told you the command, but hopefully we don't want to do that most often is drop a database. This is what a developer or engineer should be quite careful with once you have databases that have real data. This will remove the database entirely, right? So to drop a database, for example, I created this pet store database, right? So to drop it, we have the command is drop database, and going back to my notepad, we had this command drop database and then database name. So here I will be writing my database name as pet store, right? And I will be selecting it and executing it. It will drop my database. Now to show what all the databases are present now, you can just refresh this schema pane, or else you can run this show databases command and it will list you all the databases present here, right? Now next thing, after creating a database, for example, again let me create this soap store database, right? This database has been created. Let me refresh it and it is coming here, right? uh, After creating a database, to use it we have the command. So to insert, display, edit, delete information or data, or create new tables, we need to tell the MySQL or DB server which database we need to do such manipulations. To do so, we have use command, right? This use command which I was telling you, use database name. So to tell MySQL server or DB server which database we need to do such manipulations, we have use command, use database. So I will be using, so let me just use this database soap store, and I will be executing it. So my soap store database will be selected, right? To check which database is selected, we have select database command which I was showing you here. This select database. So using this command, it will tell you which database is selected. Let us type this select database and terminate this statement. Select. It will tell you the soap store is selected. Now the amazing thing is, now you see that soap store is in use. But the thing to note is, if you are working on a database and now you created another one, let me create the another database. Let's say create database, um, dating app, for example, and I have created it here. So my database will be created. Let me refresh it and it will show you the dating app database using the command dating app database is created. Now you saw that your database is selected as soap store. You created another database. Now the question is which database is selected? The previous one, soap store, or the dating app? Now let's see which database is selected here. Anyways, we can select this command and execute it, but I am writing for you again, right? You will see that soap store is in use. Okay, so if you have whatever database you were working on and you created another database, so the selected database will be the one you were working, not the one which you created recently. I repeat, the selected database will be the one which you were working on, right? Not the one which you created recently. So this is how these things work. Or okay. So to use the database, you have this use command, but you can also double click here in the schemas navigator, double click on the database name and the usage will be changed. So initially it was soap store, now it will be Sakila, right? Because I double clicked on Sakila database. So I have selected it, executed. You will see now Sakila is in use, right? So this is the shortcut of MySQL workbench of not writing the statement use statement. You can directly double click on the database. Okay, now let's come back in the next tutorial to see next steps, how to create tables, how to define data types, how to insert the data. We will be doing in further tutorials.